From Timothy, wise one, I have a couple of questions on writing. If you've just written a sentence you know to be subpar, do you stop to revise it or resolve to fix it later? And two, in any discipline, it's natural to develop comfortable habits on which we rely almost unconsciously. In writing, this manifests as reuse of the same familiar words and phrases. Can you recommend techniques for overcoming this crutch? Thanks for your time, and more importantly, the wisdom that you bring to the Daily Wire team. Well, thank you. Okay. Writing is very personal. When you ask if I've just written a sentence, to be subpar, do you stop to revise it or resolve to fix it later? What I do is I go over everything. I write, I get through a scene, fixing it as I go along, and then I go back over it and do it again. And then the next day I go back over it and do it again. I'm a big rewriter. And then when I'm finished, I go back and rewrite everything again and then again. So I'm a big rewriter, but whatever gets you to completion is what you want. It's more important to finish than to be stuck forever. To me, it's more important to finish than to be stuck forever, getting everything exactly right the first time. That's the wonderful thing about writing. You can rewrite it. You can work on it. When you talk about using words over and over again, everybody does that. I always like to read William Faulkner because he had these big pompous words that he loved to use. Avatar, and what was the other one? Apotheosis. Everything was an avatar and an apotheosis in Faulkner. We all have words we like to use, but yeah, what you're looking for is you're looking for your voice only better. And your voice, of course, is many voices. We all have many different ways that we speak. So you will have a number of different voices that you speak in. And of course, you'll have character voices. So you want to be in control of your words. I use a thesaurus to make sure I've got all the words in front of me. I don't try to use fancy words. I don't try to use, as Hemingway said, a quarter word when a nickel word will do. But sometimes I'll say, oh yeah, that is a better word, and I do want to use that. But you just want to describe the thing to make it come into the mind of the person reading it. So, you're looking for your voice. That's the hardest thing a writer does. It usually takes years to get it right. But once you get it, everything becomes easier. But you want it to be your voice, but better. So yeah, you want to learn vocabulary. You want to use all the tools that a writer has, thesaurus, dictionary, all those things. And you don't want to repeat yourself unless that's the way you write. Hemingway did write that way, like it was good. I walked down the street was good. That was the way he wrote. I don't write that way. I like more variety. I like more poetry in my writing because that's the way I think, that's the way I experience the world.